This video is for all you guys and all the others that have left comments rightfully complaining that my outfits might not be the best, the warmest for the cold temperatures that you guys might live in. What's up guys? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Marcel Flores and you're watching my YouTube channel, One Dapper Street. I live in New York City. Today I am going to dress like I'm living in the Arctic, or at least I'm going to try and attempt to, and try and keep the 5 looks that I've got for you today as stylish as possible. That's why right now I'm standing here in heat tech, because that's my base layer for everything in the winter, because I think that's just the base layer for any warm outfit, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's jump into the first look. Alright, here we have it. This for me is probably my winter uniform in concept, short of wearing, my snowboard outfit that is gonna keep me warm no matter what. Up top we have a puffer jacket. This one is from Tommy Hilfiger. I have another one from Woolrich and another one from Canada Goose that are really down jackets that will absolutely keep you warm if you have them zipped up. On the bottom, as you just saw me wear, I have a heat tech turtleneck. So I'm doubling up on the turtleneck because for me I have a long neck, but in general I think keeping your neck protected is one of the most important things in terms of insulation and keeping the wind out. So I have a scarf around here that if I were to actually step outside right now, I'm gonna wrap around once, cover my face with, tie it again, and tie it up here. So my neck is super warm. You cannot see my face, but also the wind can't see it. So just my eyes. Obviously zip up the jacket, and then the combination of the thick knit turtleneck with the other turtleneck, and then actually a pair of gloves with a beanie, and then heat tech long johns combined with a pair of raw denim jeans that are a little bit thicker. The weight of the denim is a little bit higher, and a pair of boots over which I draped the jeans in the end. So this, I am starting to sweat already. I think that's a good sign for this type of video anyway. This video is less about the pieces that I'm wearing, it's more so about the approach to the outfit. So while I'm gonna try and find links for you guys to shop pieces similar to this, it's more like you can get a down feather jacket, a pair of good gloves, a nice beanie, a scarf, turtleneck, and heat tech underneath, and you'll be good. But I'm breaking a sweat, so let's take a look at the second outfit. Oh, and if you're wondering why this is all sped up, it's so you can see me actually put on the layers and understand how the outfit is put together. As I'm standing here looking at my socks, I realized I didn't just talk about them, but you're going to be seeing them for the rest of the video. They're also heat tech socks, and with the next pair of shoes, I'm going to talk about how to keep your feet really, really warm. Here the socks are in their full glory. This look is very hiking inspired. Obviously, I'm wearing a pair of hiking boots, and as I just alluded, these are from Suit Supply, and they're actually lined with real Shearling, so they're super, super warm. They're waterproof up until the seam, and that's a big thing. You're gonna see me wear a lot of boots, for one, to protect the ankle a little bit, but also all of these boots have lug soles, so no Chelsea boots, no nothing. Anything that will get you a little bit of distance between the ground and your feet is great, because it just helps keeps the cold away for obvious reasons. So starting from the bottom up, we have the socks and the boots in combination. Then I have a pair of thick chinos, once again over the heat tech long johns that I got at Massimo Dutti. The rest of the upper body is actually largely from Massimo Dutti as well. That's the turtleneck, the shirt, and the cardigan up top. So in this case, the cardigan is what really, really adds a lot of the warmth, but of course it's a lot about the layering here. You saw me layer up 1, 2, 3, 4. With the jacket, 5 layers up top, but you still see how the jacket's fairly slim. This one is from Uniqlo. It is a seamless down parka. This is actually a medium. I was trying to look for a small, but they were out of it, so the small would have still fit. I tried another color on this. You see how slim this really is with all of these layers, and once again, I'm breaking a sweat. Also a little bit out of breath right now, like the changing and the talking, it's a lot, guys. Anyway, I'm wearing a brown beanie. This beanie is from Massimo Dutti as well. I love this thing. It's actually sitting fairly far down and it's really warm, the fabric, once again. And this is how I would wear it so I still look kind of cool, you know, like open, and obviously this is not how I would step outside if outside was 0° Fahrenheit weather, so let's adjust that. So you saw what I just did there. I just undid the knot that I had in the scarf because if you don't tie it up, it actually lies a lot flatter, and I was able to almost completely pull up the zipper right here, even though the scarf is super thick. Once again, I love doing this in terms of how I tie it, just because it keeps me super warm and my nose and my mouth get really cold, so I like just having my eyes exposed when it gets really cold. Talking a little bit more about the puffer jacket itself, keeping the wind out is one of the main things to try and stay warm. And this not having any seams is an excellent way to make sure of that. It's also water repellent. This is a great jacket. I was wearing it all day, honestly, and it was not cold enough in New York to be wearing just a jacket without any of the layers underneath. But that is the look, so let me hop in the next one for you. These are fresh out the wash. I swear they were not this tight before, even with long johns underneath. If you're a fan of all black, I hope this look speaks to you. This is me trying to show you guys that you can still wear a regular overcoat in the winter, even when it's really, really cold, if you prepare the rest of the outfit properly. When Brian and I are shooting outside in the winter, so he's on a camera just outside for sometimes hours, this is more or less what he wears. So that is a Uniqlo lightweight down feather jacket, I think. Also part of the Heat Tech collection. It looks super thin, but that's the beauty of it, and it actually does keep you a lot warmer than you think it would. And up top, an overcoat. This one is from the Goodfellow brand from Target. And of course, what helps a lot is, once again, Heat Tech, and in this case, a double turtleneck action underneath. Heat Tech underneath the jeans, which in all honesty are even a little bit too tight for me right now. I'm so sorry, I grabbed them straight out of the wash, like they shrunk a tiny bit, unexpectedly so. But Heat Tech socks, a pair of boots, and then a big scarf up top. I love this thing. Okay, confession time. I bought this scarf. A friend of mine had it, a girlfriend of mine. This is the woman's scarf. And I loved it so much I ended up buying it for $450, and it is literally one of the best purchases I've ever made. It is a super long turtleneck scarf, cashmere fabric, so it has this turtleneck thing right here. Like you saw me do with the other scarves, I like covering my face in the first place with this, and then just bundling up is how I really stay warm. That scarf alone takes care of most of my upper body. So if I zip this up right now, button up the coat, and put on my gloves, then I'm actually really good to head outside and withstand temperatures that I normally don't have to here in the city. Quick side note, you see my hair and the sweat on my forehead. My rest of the body feels the same, so I hope this is warm enough for you guys. Really look at this sweater. Massimo Dutti on sale right now, I think for like $60. Absolutely beautiful. And also what keeps me really warm before I even put on the jacket. It's a really thick wool sweater. It's a nice cable knit, obviously with a nice pattern. That's where you can have as much fun as you want because it's not going to impact the temperature of your outfit. So if you want to have a little bit of fun, go for something like this that has a little bit of a pattern, but up top is what is keeping me super, super warm. That is a Shearling jacket. This one is from Coach. It is real Shearling. It is now 2-3 years old, so you won't be able to find this on the website as this right now, but they always have great Shearling jackets in the winter. And then a big note regarding the jeans. This pair is once again from Target, from the Goodfellow brand. I love ripped jeans. I know some of you don't. It's okay if you don't, that's fine. In this case, I just really don't want to have any holes in my jeans because that will let wind through, and as we all know by now, that is gonna make you cold. So they actually have patches that just looks like they're ripped, but they're actually patched all the way through. So these jeans are entirely like the first and the third, so even the black jeans and the raw denim jeans in the beginning had no holes at all and had a little bit more weight to them, so they're fairly thick denim fabrics. In this case, I left the Heat Tech turtleneck underneath because I like it peeking out a little bit with the white. You may or may not like that. Obviously just replace it with a regular crew neck Heat Tech shirt underneath because the scarf is gonna do a lot of work for you. So in this case, I got a pair of gloves, once again, and a big scarf that's gonna make sure that my neck is properly protected, because even if I zip up the jacket, you're gonna see that the front of my neck is still a little bit exposed. So if you wanna have a little fun, you can go around it. If you wanna use the shearling, or, so this is one option. So you're really making use of the shearling, you always have the option to pull this up and cover your face, like you know that I won't like doing by now. Or you can also go underneath, like fold the collar down and then go around it. And with a pair of gloves on, guys, I'm so sorry, I'm sweating my balls off. We have the window open a little so it'll be cooler in here. It's not helping. This is the look. I hope that you enjoyed this before I hop into the last one. As I'm looking over here, I was supposed to mention this with the last one. This coat is from Faye brand, an Italian brand, about 3 years old, this coat, and they actually sold the combination of the overcoat with the insulating jacket underneath. So just so you guys know, they actually are being sold like that from high-end Italian brands like this one right here. I just recreated it with the jacket from Uniqlo and the coat from Target. Okay, let's talk about it. I think a suit is obviously the hardest thing to wear when you actually have to stay really warm, but you might live in a place where it is really cold and you need to wear a suit. So here's what I would suggest you do to stay as warm as possible in a suit. I am wearing a 3-piece wool suit from Suit Supply. They have a very similar one in the collection right now. This one's actually from a year or a year and a half ago. The first thing I do, of course, is replacing the regular shirt and tie with a turtleneck. As you saw, I think all of these looks. The 3-piece is obviously what's gonna add a little bit of extra warmth in this case around your midsection with the vest underneath. Button that up real good, and then, you know, that's just like nice and tight, keeping me warm around my, what is it called, midriff? I'm getting crazy with this heat. My brain's overheating. Okay, so we got the 3-piece suit right here. The jacket, literally I have a headache by now, oh god. The jacket itself kind of acts in a similar way as the Uniqlo puffer jacket did before, just as another layer underneath the coat, which I'm wearing a double-breasted overcoat from Zara. Once again, a wool overcoat. Double-breasted is also another thing that's going to give you more fabric at the front of your body. Then I'm wearing a scarf. This one's a fairly slim scarf, not super thick, but once again, for me with scarves, it's a lot about just wind protection, and then the knot will always be super thick because it's a knot. And that in combination with both of the turtlenecks, once again, is going to really keep me warm. Big note there, shirt and tie, I ditch in the winter for a turtleneck when it comes to a suit. And that pretty much is the look. I'm wearing our Ankara Flores Sunday boots that are broke boots. There's not super many boots that you can wear that aren't Chelsea boots that go well with a suit. I think this is that's why we designed them, so you could wear them casually and dressed up. They have a little bit of a lug sole, so they will keep your feet warmer than other shoes, but these are not super winter shoes. I want to just call that out of, you know, just honesty, authenticity, but that is the last look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. For those of you that have eagerly been looking all over YouTube at all of the style channels for a video that properly talks about how to tackle the cold in style, I hope this video spoke to you, and I hope it inspired you in terms of a few outfits and maybe a few purchases you're going to be making to start the new year off right sartorially. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Hopefully it's not, that's too cold for me or too warm for me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications, because there's going to be a lot more videos coming in 2019 and I want you guys on board for them. So thank you one last time. I'll see you very soon with the next video. Until then, stay dapper.